It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. To Matthews. Smith to Matthews. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Smith now. His first effort off the mark. The follow won't go either. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Irving with the basketball. Down 2. To Horford. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Kevin Knox. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. Wesley Matthews at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Boston with the basketball. Irving to Horford. Takes stock of the floor. The jumper's off the mark. Smith with the basketball. His team up by 1. It's denied by Horford.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he'll go to the foul line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Irving brings the ball up court to Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Horford. Rebound hauled in by New York. To Matthews. Kevin Knox. Short jumper off the mark. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down just a couple. To Horford. Irving to Marcus Smart. 5 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Smith now into the front court. They trail by 1. To Matthews. Short jumper won't go down. To Irving. Shot from in close, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Irving. Not that time. In the front court comes Smith. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in what's been a fast-moving opening quarter. To Ntilikina. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. New York in control of the basketball. Smith to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Cleans it up. Offensive board to Ntilikina. Has a look. Ntilikina with a shot, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Oh, look what I found. You know he had that one in his back pocket. The first quarter's complete. The Celtics have the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
And it's rejected.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Possession lies with New York. Smith to Alonzo Trier. Short jumper misses. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward off the iron. No good. Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. Can't connect from in close. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads one to Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Smith to Kevin Knox. Off the penetration. Almost, but no good. Kyrie with the rock. To Hayward. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dennis Smith Jr. and drains it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Smith. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Horford. Rozier. That's off the side of the rim, short. Smith into the front court. 2-point advantage to Kevin Knox. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. From long range, Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Screen coming.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Deep left corner. To Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. A fundamental shot right there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Smith to Moutier. To Dennis Smith Jr. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Smith now. Can't connect. It's no good.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. Trying to cash in. Shot by Tatum won't go. Smith with it up top. His guys can hold for the final shot. Screen coming. Dennis Smith Jr. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first half. The Knicks have the lead.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Knicks have the lead, but not by much. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Celtics have got to be frustrated by the fact they've scored so many points and still don't have the lead. This kind of offensive output can be difficult to maintain, but if they can do it, it'll be very impressive, no matter what the outcome.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Smith has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards.
Who was cold?
Kyrie Irving would have definitely preferred being our player of the half, but he was anything but that. I'm sure he'd like to redeem himself in the second half. But the way things have been going thus far, it's hard to believe it's going to happen for him. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Marcus Morris.
Right.
To Irving. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Tatum. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Smith to Matthews. Smith to Matthews. The shot, almost. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Marcus Smart. To Irving. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum's shot no good. Smith with the basketball. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Screen coming. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Draws the contact. And Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Irving into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Marcus Morris. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Irving. No good. The follow won't go either.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Here comes the screen. New York with 4 to shoot. Matthews to Kevin Knox. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Rozier with it. He'll run the offense.
Screen come.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Celtics have it. Hayward to Marcus Morris. Probing the defense. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Moutier into the front court. The lead is 2. Tanila Kina. Doesn't get the bounce. To Marcus Smart. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Jordan to Matthews. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Hayward to Rozier. They love this hustle. That's out. Last touch by Terry Rozier. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. New York Knicks basketball. Moutier to Matthews. Sizing up the defense. Moutier to Cantor. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Not getting the bounce. That's how it's done. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Shot from in close, no good. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. This for the tie. Third quarter comes to an end. The Knicks have the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. Partner, you and I were just shaking our heads during this quarter break. We can't believe how good a game this has been.
And we've seen this so many times with the teams that are the most talented on paper. This shouldn't even be a game. But sometimes an underdog, they rise to the challenge. And they've really hung in there all the way in these 3 quarters.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys trail now by 4. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And this goes to show the importance of teammates. They've carried you the entire first half. Now it's your time to pick up the slack.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Hayward to Horford. Here comes the screen to Rozier. Hayward. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Neely Kina with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. The shot blocked by Brown.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Alonzo Trier. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Noah Vonleh at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 66%. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Morris. There it is, Al Horford. 3 for 6 now.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Smith now into the front court. Up 5. Kevin Knox to Dennis Smith Jr. Yes, Wesley Matthews. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. Rozier into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To Jaylen Brown. Denied by Cantor.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Marcus Morris. Irving. Matthews with the rebound. Into the front court comes Smith. His team up by 7. To Kevin Knox. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Matthews to Kevin Knox. New York with 4 to shoot. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Timeout Boston, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Irving. To Rozier. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Intentional foul. He meant it.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Irving brings the ball up court. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jason Tatum trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's a victory for the Knicks as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks put one in the win column with a solid performance. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks. The Celtics put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And offensively, their execution was terrible. They didn't have a single score in double digits. That says it all right there. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game stats. Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.